Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of mprugs.com, a channel that is all about Persian rugs and carpets from around the world. My name is Mike Panna. I'm the moderator of the series of videos and also the owner of mprugs.com. And in this video, I want to introduce you and show you a type of antique Persian rug that is virtually, they don't make them anymore. So this is about 150-year-old Russian made. This is from the Caucasus area, basically the region of what is now Azerbaijan, Georgia, that we used to refer to in the old days as basically northern Persia. It's the region between the Caspian Sea and the Black Sea. Well, since the Persian people, you have a group of Persian, Turkish, the whole area there was well known for its rug production. And in fact, many people believe that the oldest known rug to exist, the Pazyryk rug, which is at a museum in Russia, which dates back about 2,500 years. A lot of people also assume that that rug was actually made also in the Caucasus area, and then it somehow ended up apparently somewhere in Siberia where it laid under a bunch of ice for many centuries. But in this particular case, what is unique about these antique we call them Russian, but these are really, whether you want to call them Azerbaijani, Georgian, this is basically an old antique rug. This is a large carpet in excellent condition, and what is unique about it is it dates back about 150 years, and for its age, the condition and everything is just absolutely phenomenal. This is a type of rug that a collector, generally speaking, the people who appreciate these types of rare antique carpets, these are basically collectors who appreciate the fact that they're getting not just an old antique rug, but they're getting something that is from a region where carpets were made, but not in large quantities. So we're talking about basically an Azerbaijani carpet made out of sheep wool. And I'm going to get behind the camera as I always do. I'm going to show you some of the features, some of the details. It is a single knot weave. I'll show you that in a little bit. So it has a little bit in common with the modern Persian nimbuffed carpets that are also featured in one of my other videos. But being that this is such a rare find, and whenever I find Persian carpets, whether they are our own or whether it so happens to be, I'm in the Persian rug district at the moment right now in Hamburg, Germany. So we have a ton of wholesalers. Many of them are personal friend of ours. And when I find a rug that is unique, something that I can show you and say, look, here's something that you may have never seen before, you may never see again, or you may have seen it and not noticed it. This is a type of rug that, well, you could find it at a yard sale, at a garage sale, flea market or something, and somebody may offer you 50, they will put it up for $50 or $100, and you'll be like, yeah, whatever. When in fact, this carpet right here is worth well over $15,000 to $20,000 simply because of its uniqueness, age, and condition, and the sheer size of it. This is, I believe, 3.5 meters by 2.5 meters, which is right about roughly 12 feet long by 8 foot wide. And so, as I always do, I'm going to get behind the camera in a minute, but I just want you to know, I just want you to know how much I appreciate sitting on this rug right here. As somebody who looks at rugs all day, every day, this is not something that you find every single day in every rug store. So this is one of my own little personal fetishes. When I see something that is just, in my opinion, out of the world for a Persian rug fan, well, I'm going to feature it. So I'm going to see you again in a second. I'm going to get behind the camera as I always do, and I'm going to show you some of the close-ups and tell you a little bit more about these super rare Russian rugs from the Georgia, Azerbaijan area. So I'll see you again here in just a second. So here I am back again as always behind the camera, and so to get things started, you can see it, and this is very, very classic. You notice the design. It is geometric, tribal, and this is all right here. It's sheep wool. Now I do have to apologize. The rug is not as bright as you're probably going to see in this video, and this is due to the lighting in the warehouse. But it is just simply a gorgeous piece. As you can see here, I lit it up. I made the video a little bit lighter because I really wanted to bring out the details. Now, the tribal rugs in the old Russian carpets, when you look at the weave, you will notice that the weave is what is known as nimbuffed. This is a single knot, very similar to the kalims, and this is also one of the reasons why it's really remarkable of just how well of a condition this rug remained. Normally, these types of rugs in the old days, they would have had a lifespan of maybe 20 or 30 years. So to find an old piece where the condition is just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, this is not a rug that has been repaired or anything. It's just really rare to find pieces like these. It's like an old antique car that had been locked up in the garage or well taken care of for literally decades. Now, based on, and this is where I don't have, I'm just letting you know, I am certainly no expert at this. So we had many people who have looked at this, and everybody pointed out it's these types of designs right here, along with the coloring, that makes us believe, well, it makes the so-called experts believe that it dates back to about 1870, 1880, and that would literally make it about 150 years old. Generally speaking, as with all Persian rugs, pretty much throughout the world, they go through phases where they make certain rugs. It's no different than clothing. During certain times, just like in Europe, Asia, doesn't matter where you go, certain colors become fashionable and then they go away. And the same thing with carpets. When you see antique rugs, you can look at color combinations and you can kind of sort of determine, when you combine colors with the design, you can look at it and say, okay, well, we're pretty comfortable that this is an old rug and it can date back to a certain decade or two based on everything at hand. Also, being that this rug is completely made out of sheep wool, we look at the workmanship and everything. And these are all, when an expert looks at it, someone who's really knowledgeable, they can pretty much tell you right off the top how old this type of carpet is. Like I said, we were just thrilled. As you know, I'm in the wholesale business I help my family. We're in the wholesale business. And so we have hundreds and thousands of rugs. But this is only one of, I believe, 1 or 2 pieces that we have had. And that's simply because most of them don't last. This would be the equivalent of having, like, for example, a Native American Navajo rug in the United States. Imagine if you had an old piece that literally dates back centuries. It would be absolutely remarkable. The workmanship is very classic. These are single knotted pieces. Really nice. It's like basically they fall into the same family as the kalim rugs. So from that aspect of it, think of it as a very old antique kalim. So there you have it. Again, I thought I shared this video with you simply because I have a lot of my subscribers who are passionate Persian rug collectors and fans of all things that are involving Persian rugs, and I thought I'm going to show you something that is truly unique. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, there's many other videos about modern as well as new, older, semi-antique carpets from around the world. Feel free to subscribe to our channel, as we're always going to be adding more videos about all things to do with Persian rugs, or visit us at mprugs.com, and best wishes from all of us. Take care. Bye-bye.